This is activity 9.3, using DNS Manager. We're going to start out by clicking on Start and then going to Administrative Tools. Click on DNS. This is the DNS Manager. You have the server, DNS server right here. And what we want to look at is the forward lookup zone, so expand that. And then we will click on the domain name. And inside the domain name you'll see an SOA, the server. You'll also see the name server, that same server. And if you have multiple servers, you'd see all of them in here. And we also see the Windows 7 machine as a host A, and the IP address with the timestamp over here. And also as a host A with the server on here. And most records will have a timestamp except for the SOA will not, because that is when it was created. And if we double click on SOA, there's 6 different tabs, one being the start of the authority tab, when it tells you the primary server, responsible person, and then we have a name servers tab. Now all your name servers, your DNS servers, would be in here, and you can add, edit, or remove them. There's a generals tab. Status is running. You can pause the DNS server role right here. It is Active Directory integrated. Replication, it replicates all DNS servers in the domain. And it does dynamic updates. 3 different options: none, non-secure, and secure. You have the Wins tab, which I am not using at this time. Zone transfers and security. You can see the same type of permissions in here as you would in Active Directory and NTFS objects, including permissions, inheritance, and special permissions. You can assign permissions to users to allow them to manage DNS records if necessary. We'll go ahead and click Cancel. And then we can also go up here to the View and click on Advanced. Whoops. Where we can go down to the cache lookups. Let's expand that. Under the root folder are one or more subfolders named TLDs for .coms, .edus, .nets, and so on. And let's click and expand the .com. Domains you have visited with Vista or Windows Server 2008 have a folder containing A, NS, and other resource files. Cache entries don't require queries to external DNS servers. And one thing we could do is, if we wanted to take this, we could change the name by simply giving it a CNAME or an alias. So we could call this Windows 7 Workstation 1. And then we'll put in the fully qualified domain name right here. And so anytime you want to get to this workstation, all you'd have to do is put in this name and it'll point back to that workstation. And same goes with this server. We could also go here and go, this is an Active Directory server, so we could go Active Directory Server 01 for the server 01. And so now every time we put this name in, it'll point back to this server. And we can right click on the domain and go to properties, and this gives you kind of the same look as what you get with the SOA. When you double click on it, you see all the same tabs. Everything is all the same there. And that is using the DNS Manager. Thank you.